What's going on, everyone? So today's the day that is everyone's favorite rivalry, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics, and the Lakers are on the road against the Boston Celtics in a game that is not going to be a rivalry today. It may have been, right? It may have been a competitive match, right? Lakers maybe go out there, go to Boston, pull out a win. LeBron James and Anthony Davis play some just incredible brand of basketball, but nope, not going to happen because the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be without LeBron James and Anthony Davis against the Boston Celtics. So the Lakers basically waved the flag for the most part on this game. Again, if LeBron was resting and AD was playing, I'd still believe that we have a chance because I've talked about this before. There's a reason we've won several games without LeBron, but we haven't won a single game without AD. We can't replicate what AD provides for us. We can, in a pinch, kind of replicate, for a one-game sample size here and there, what LeBron does, right? You can't make up for LeBron's impact. I'm not saying that the Lakers are better without LeBron, but for a game, you can kind of make up for LeBron's assists and rebounds and scoring. Right? You can't make up for just his impact and his gravity on the court and his IQ and just the way that he impacts and controls the game, but you can kind of make up for like the stats. You can't do that for Anthony Davis because yes, we could make up for his points, but he's like third in the league in rebounding, and we don't have anybody that's a good enough rebounder to kind of piece that together even collectively, right? It's one thing when you have to go and it's like, okay, well, we need to go get another like 6 or 7 rebounds, right? Because LeBron's out. And then it's like, oh no, we need to go get another 12 to 13. So basically double, right? That's a lot harder. But even then, even if you can replicate that, AD's assists, all of those things, can't replicate Anthony Davis's just defense, rim protection, right? Him just constantly being a deterrent, how much ground he covers game in and game out. So this game is very likely going to be just a run-through game, right? This is very likely going to be one of those games where the Lakers just lose by like 30. The Celtics are a 15-point favorite, which I wouldn't be surprised if the game is like finishes better than that, right? Because you get those games where Celtics are up 30 through at halftime, and it's like, oh, the game's over, and then they're just kind of coasting and trying not to blow the lead more than they are trying to like run up the score. But it's also the Celtics who have been the best team in the league this year, and very likely could just look at it and go, okay, no, let's put the hammer down on these guys, right? That is also a real possibility too. So just something to keep in mind. But look, the Lakers, I don't know what the. I understand you want to get LeBron and AD some rest. Anthony Davis has been dealing with thigh spasms. He's been playing through it, fighting through it. You want to get him as much rest as possible. LeBron James has played a ridiculous amount of minutes the last, like a ridiculous amount the last, 4 days, 5 days, right? Because you had the back-to-backs. And then you had the double overtime game against the Golden State Warriors. So LeBron James has had a heavy workload. And Anthony Davis, he's leading the league, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in like games played since last season. Like that tells you everything you need to know about how good Anthony Davis has been and how reliable Anthony Davis has been. So to have him resting, get him a little rest, it's just frustrating because we're just not in a position to weather something like this. If we were 5, 6, 7 games over 500, then fine, right? Like that would be perfect, right? Like get them both some rest. You're on the road against Boston. It's going to be a tough game regardless, right? You want to be competitive, but oh well, right? But the issue is like you just lost to the Rockets and the Hawks, 2 games that you should have won. And now you're a game under 500. You're going to lose to the Celtics. Now you're a game or 2 games under 500. Then you got to go play the Knicks. And they're playing like the best team in basketball right now at home. So there's, at that point, you're 3 games. And then the trade deadline is February 8th and February 9th. well, February 8th is the trade deadline, but then you got a game February 9th also. So now you're going to have a back-to-back against the Nuggets and the Pelicans, who could beat you regardless, but you are probably going to be shorthanded those games. The Lakers, by the time we make a trade, could be 5-6 games under 500, and the season's basically over, even if you get a trade. Unless you go on some like crazy run here. Unless you go win, whatever, 12 straight games or something like that, or you win like 15 out of 20, or something insane. It's just, this is not where we were supposed to be as a team. Now, there is two ways that I look at this, right? I mean, obviously, it's just them trying to get LeBron and AD some rest, right? But the other thing could be is to evaluate the other guys, right? Kind of showcase them real quick. A team could have even asked, right? There's reports that Brooklyn is interested in like D'Angelo Russell, right? It's very possible. It seems like, hey, can we kind of see what he can do without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, right? Because we don't have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Is he able to go drop 20 and run a team without LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the court? Could be a possibility. Same thing with Rui. Like, hey, what can Rui do without LeBron and AD? Can Rui go get you 25? Maybe. I mean, look, never be shocked by a basketball. Any given Sunday, any given day, right? Would I bet on the Lakers to win today? No. But it wouldn't be the craziest thing. Like if the Lakers pulled out a win against Boston, I wouldn't be shocked at all. At all. Because again, like Boston, they can be a little, they've had a couple close calls against some terrible teams, and they can kind of play down a competition at times. And on top of that, they kind of fall in love with the three ball. And so if like their three ball isn't falling, and now you're going to have Lakers guys are going to have to step up. You're going to have at least 2 or 3 guys from the Lakers that are going to give you 20 plus. And my guess is probably Reeves, D'Lo, and Rui are probably the 3 guys that are going to go get you at least 20 each. Otherwise, they're going to score like 60 points in the game. You know what I mean? So somebody somewhere is going to go get you 20 to 30 points. So my guess is D'Lo, Reeves, and Rui are the 3 guys that are going to provide the most offense. I wouldn't be shocked if like Taurean Prince had a great game. Christian Wood, like those are kind of the guys that I could see really providing the offensive workload here. So and look, this is a good opportunity to kind of showcase right before the trade deadline. Like, hey, everybody, look what we can do. Look what these guys can do. Hey, wouldn't you love to have these guys on your team? Right? No LeBron, no AD, but hey, D'Lo just dropped 40, right, and dished out 10 assists, and Rui just gave us 25, right? Wouldn't you love Rui and D'Lo? I mean, it's just a thought, right? To kind of get a look at the other guys, see what everybody's capable of, right? Also from a Lakers front office perspective, like, okay, which guys fit the best to keep, right? There's a lot of talks, a lot of debates about, Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. Should the Lakers, keep one or trade the other, or keep both, or what are we doing here, right? Like, what's the plan, right? And, Austin Reeves, he had a great game. And then the Atlanta Hawks game gave 28, but like outside of that, he was for like 2 weeks, the dude was basically non-existent, right? So I'm sure the Lakers are kind of looking at it like, okay, no LeBron, no AD. Was that a fluke? Him going out and dropping 28? Or is he about to do that again? Is he going to come out and give us, not even if it's not 28, but, at least 20 to 25? Or is he going to be out here and he's going to be struggling and he's, all right, and D'Lo's the guy that's killing it. And it's like, okay, yeah, D'Lo just played a ton of minutes and is exhausted. And Austin Reeves, because you got to keep in mind, D'Lo played the most minutes out of anybody, even more than LeBron, during that Warriors game where he played almost 50 minutes, and then in the back-to-backs. D'Lo's played a lot of time too. So is D'Lo tired? Is he like worn down a little bit? Or, what ends up happening here? But it's just, I don't know. Unless we get some like crazy impact trade and basically do a roster rehaul in many ways, which again, this could be what the Lakers are trying to do, right? Let's get a look at everybody, see which guys are we trading, which guys do we want to keep, right? And the only way you're really going to be able to do that is with no LeBron, no AD. So, that could be one of the things that they're looking at, but I don't know. It's frustrating. But more likely than not, chalk this up to an L. Don't be surprised if they win. Again, it's the NBA. Stranger things have happened. These are all still NBA players. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Are you frustrated? Do you think that this is it's just them looking to evaluate guys, things like that? Do you think, no, Lakers are just terrible? How do you feel? Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Now subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.